फोन साइलेंट कर देना बेटा, आई बात
हाँ
है।
ये तो साइलेंट अच्छे लाइव तेरा. So if somebody is listening to me, please give reply over here in comment section. Hello. Yes. Hello. Lockdown trending. Hi, CH Monica. So I think now I'm live in front of you. So what I want is like today I will be discussing about uh, career career building in engineering courses. So first of all, before I start with my view, what I want is how many things that is running in your mind, and how many questions that is there with you guys, that I just want to know now. And once I take some questions, at last I'll give you my point of view regarding how I'm thinking regarding how I should be learning with engineering as if I'm student like you. So I'll be giving my point of view, but before that, what I want is you just give your uh, confusions, your questions, your queries over here in chat section. I'm reading your chat, and based on that, I'll be definitely going to reply back to you. And based on that, I think you will be having some resolution about what should be the thought process, what is current market scenario, and how we can understand things, right? So uh, please give your questions over here. Yes, Rajashree, uh, you're welcome. Right. Hi, Prabha. Uh, so please give your questions over here, and based on your questions only, initially I'll be discussing about what has to be done, and later I'll give you my point of view, like how I prefer to enjoy this engineering line, and how I can have a betterment in terms of learning with varieties of courses, everything that I'll be sharing in terms of my point of view. But before that, I just want to know like how you are thinking right now. So I'm watching some comments. Rajashree, yes sir, just back from college and now here to attend your video. Uh, you're welcome, Rajashree. Good evening, Sid. Uh, Karan Shah, sir, what are the jobs in core telecommunication? Uh, okay. See, when we talk about core telecommunication, so in core telecommunication, you will have to think about communication engineering first. See, when it comes to telecommunication, so nowadays very rare opportunities are there. Like previously in 2005, in 2000, people were been preparing for BSNL, right? But nowadays, when we talk about core communication, very few opportunities are there. So in telecommunication, how many opportunities are there? If you want to understand that, then in communication, how many fields are there, that you need to understand first. Let me tell you about few branches of communication. Like when we talk about communication, there are varieties of branches like uh, antennas, RF, radio frequency circuit design, antenna, RF, microwave engineering. See, these are the field which is very strong in communication right now. Like as if you talk about antenna designing, there are some dedicated companies, those who have been building antennas for varieties of applications. Like as if you talk about computer. So in computer, varieties of antennas are available. Like for Wi-Fi, antenna is needed, right? For Bluetooth, you need to have antenna. So see, some companies are dedicatedly functioning regarding designing of antennas. Now see, it is not only about antennas. Along with antennas, radio frequency circuits that is connected. So RF circuits that is connected with antenna. So there are some hardcore companies like General Electrical, like ST Microelectronics. These people are working with designing of RF circuits. So as if you are thinking about core telecommunication, then in core telecommunication, see right now, if you think, then you can go for antenna designing, you can go for radio frequency circuit design, RF, you can go for microwave, and see all these branches of communication that is dedicatedly there with ISRO, with DRDO, right? For example, if you are preparing for ISRO examination, and as if you are electronics and communication engineer, so in that situation, you will be observing, uh, see that complete examination that will be there based on, antennas, that will be there based on RF, microwave, right? Electromagnetics. So see, electromagnetics, RF, antenna, microwave, see all those subjects are foundation of communication, right? That's why, see, when you prepare for those examination regarding ISRO, BARC, DRDO, at that time syllabus is in that pattern only, where you'll have to study communication engineering, you'll have to study antenna, you'll have to study microwave engineering, you'll have to study RF, right? That is how things are there. I hope now you got the point, right? If you have got the point, you just please note it down in comment section. Now I'm taking second question now. Rajasri, sir, okay. I'm Rishi Joshi. Okay, Rishi. Sorry, I have seen your name is Rajasri, so I have uh, I have named you like that, right? This is my mom's. Okay, so your mother name is Rajasri. Okay, fine. There is no issue with that. Sir, finding this seven semester hard in ECE. Why you are finding that 7 semester hard in ECE? Can you please elaborate how you are finding that hard? I am not getting, like, see, hard and easy, that is bit difficult to understand by simple single word, right? You need to elaborate a bit so that I can understand, like, what are the issues which is there. The reason is, I don't know, like, how things are hard and how things are easy. So please elaborate a bit in comment section. I'll definitely reply back to you. Okay, Sid is saying, sir, I decided to give GATE exam in electronics and telecommunication. Yes, that is very good thing. You can go for electronics and telecommunication. There is no issue with that. You can definitely apply for GATE examination. And in electronics and telecommunication, as well as in electronics and communication, hardly few differences are there. If you observe the comparison of syllables, then almost it is identical. Few subjects differs over here, right? Otherwise everything is same. But see, when you talk about electronics and communication, in that situation you'll be observing, you can have more selections, right? You can have more selections in terms of admission somewhere in NITs and IITs, right? So you just think about a scenario in which how you will be having selection in terms of admission, right? And based on that you can go for GATE examination. Otherwise it is not like there is there are more differences in terms of subject studying when it comes to electronics and communication and electronics and telecommunication, right? There is not much difference. You just see the syllables, compare both syllables, and then you will get to know, like, okay, not much difference which is there with this, right? I hope you got the point. Okay, CDS, sir, seek time and latency time, please explain. Seek time and latency time, in what context you are talking right now? Seek time and latency time, explain access time. I'm not getting in what context you want to understand this. I am not getting your question, right? Sahid Iqbal, sir, microprocessor material is not available on in YouTube. We have to take paid course for the same. See, Shahid Iqbal, on my, I'm having my paid application, right? And in that you can have all those access of material by 99 rupees only. You just download my application where you will be getting all the materials, right? And it is not only about one subject. Whatever subjects which are there with that subscription based model, in which all the subjects, like 12 courses that you can access along with material, right, for 10 days with 99 rupees, right? So that is what I have provided nowadays with my new application. So probably from where you can access all those things. Rajasri, because all Rajasri is asking one question, because all subjects are of IT and computer science like IoT, image processing, machine learning, wireless communication subject, just DSP and microwave is our. See, Rishi, it is not about IT subjects are there. See, IoT, machine learning, that those are core subjects, but it is not only about IT, where you will have to understand how we interface embedded system with internet, how we interface that software with machine, right? So in machine learning you will have to understand like how to train machine by software, while in IoT you will have to understand like how we can use embedded system with the use of internet. So it is not like those are core IT subjects, those are the subjects which are there with the relevance of electronics and communication only, right? And these are very interesting subject, and these are the core branches where more opportunities are there, right? So please try to get involved with all those subject, try to have more inclination towards those subjects, and as if you do it in that way, in that case you will be observing these subjects are so beautiful and you will be enjoying all those things, right? So don't consider like microwave and DSP is only there with easy. See, IoT, machine learning, that is the future. And if you don't consider those subjects, then your future is not there in the right direction. So please consider those things as your own and prepare as per the requirement which is there in the current market scenario, right? Now, Debojit is asking one question. Sir, can you please upload your analog and digital communication handwritten note in your app, please? See that those notes are not there with me. I have given it to my students, and they have lost it somewhere, and they have not given it back to me. Otherwise, I would have uploaded that on my app even, right? I would love to upload all those notes which were there regarding analog and digital communication, but I have given it to my students and they have not given it back to me. That is the main reason that those notes are not available on my app. Otherwise, I would have given it to all of you guys, right? It is not like I just want to keep it with me. That is not the reason. See, students have misplaced it, and I cannot do anything now. The reason is that have happened way back in 2019, right? So in 2019 around, I have made those courses and student have misplaced those notes. Harsh is saying, hi sir from Mumbai University. Hi Harsh, you're welcome dear. See this, disk sir, seek time access. See, right now we are not, I'm not the one who will be discussing about what will happen in disk, right? The reason is, see, by just verbal communication, it doesn't make any sense. If some diagrams and all those things are there, then we can have better interaction, right? So this disk learning, that you will have to understand in that context when it comes to technical point of view, right? In terms of verbal communication, it is a bit difficult for me to explain that even over here. As Bharati sir, I leave my study about 4 years ago when I got a job, but now sir, I start my preparation from your videos. But it is hard to cover all the topics for competitive examination. So sir, please give study tip. See, as Bharti, I'm also preparing courses in sequence, right? Right now on my channel around 35 courses are there, and probably in next 18 months I'll be preparing with around 10 to 15 courses, right? And see, when you will be observing those courses, in that I'll try to cover everything, like all the university examination as well as competitive examination fundamentals. Like, see, what I'm observing is like students are thinking like gate examination or UGC net examination or ISRO examination or BARC examination. See, students are thinking like these examinations are having a requirement of problem solving only, right? But let me tell you one thing. See, all the examination requires foundation of fundamentals. So if your fundamentals are weak, how can you prepare for examination? So first of all, you will have to understand what is the basic meaning of all the terms which are there with given subject. Once you understand the terms, after that only you can start for preparation, right? If you go randomly, like if somebody is, see, on YouTube I have seen many people are giving formulas, and based on formulas they are just solving questions, and students are saying, okay, I got the point. But when question is getting twisted, at that time they are thinking like, now how to solve this question? And that issue comes because of fundamental problems, right? So when you study subject, first you will have to understand what is the theorem. After theorem, you just try to solve questions based on that theorem only. Then you will get to know like how difficulty level increases with respect to varieties of question. Otherwise what will happen, like randomly just select any gate examination question paper. Let us download one question paper of gate 2021, and if you observe questions of gate 2021, you will be observing like, oh, I'm not getting anything. Why that is happening? The reason is you are thinking like, this question might have taught, this question might be like, you might have solved it sometime, right? But that is not the practicality. Every time question will be different in gate examination, in ISRO examination, right? So mainly what you need to do is, first you need to understand fundamentals. After that only you should go for question solving, problem solving, and then gradually you will be observing like, okay, now you got the point of random questions even, right? So uh, my is advice is like, see, first of all prepare for fundamentals, then make your own notes. In your own notes you will have to make sure like, what is the meaning of that particular formula, what is the meaning of that particular terminology, and then you should be doing problem solving, right? So that is my advice for you. Okay, seed company, sir, LoRaWAN technology, is it under radio frequency? But I wonder how that small module communication without antenna. Small module communication without antenna, I'm not getting like, what is the question exactly? uh, RF frequency, RF frequency see, RF frequency means what? Radio frequency means you will be initiating from 3 kilohertz and you may be going up to few terahertz even, right? So everything is there under RF frequency. But now what is the application? Based on that, distance is decided. Like when it comes to short range communication, at that time what will be antenna? When it comes to long range application, at that time what will be antenna? See, antenna selection, that depends on which kind of application that we are having, right? If you wanted to have higher bandwidth, then you'll have to go for high frequency. If you wanted to have short range and medium bandwidth, then you will be using frequency which is there as per ISM band, like 2.4 gigahertz that usually people uses, around 5 gigahertz band that even people usually uses for ISM band. So see, bandwidth, frequency, distance, all those things will decide like what will be the antenna for particular application, right? Siddhesh Kumar, operating system notes upload. See, operating system, that is not decided yet, right? So operating system note is not available right now. Okay, Prabhakaran, sir, currently I am doing EV embedded course. Okay, good. How about job opportunities in this course? See, good opportunities are there with embedded course, and for that, best locations are there in Bangalore, in Delhi. See, in these two cities of India, you will be observing majority of companies, those who have been working with embedded. And as if you talk about some other cities, then you can prefer Mumbai even. But in Mumbai and Pune, that many companies are not there with embedded, but still some companies are there where person can apply, right? In Ahmedabad also there are few companies, but majority of opportunities in embedded, that is there in Bangalore only right now, currently in India. And Job opportunities are there, but that depends on what skill set that you have. Like in embedded also, there are many things which is there inside, right? So in which direction you are working, that will define like how job opportunities will be there with you, right? So first of all, you should be clear about what are the basics. I think as you are doing one course with EV embedded course, right? So in that, I think you might have initiated with C language first. After that, I think they might be explaining you about Linux operating system, and then they might be explaining you like how we can have interface of controllers with varieties of peripherals. Then they will be teaching you about uh, varieties of sensors, and after that they will be going for applications, right? But see, in different companies different tasks are there, right? So that depends on which type of communication interface that is there with embedded system, right? Is it for automobile? In automobile, uh, that communication protocols are different. When it comes to module based embedded system, in that communication protocols are different. So that depends on which company is working with what type of application. So that even you will have to observe, like in general electrical you will be observing many embedded applications that they are working with right now. So you will have to observe like for which company you want to work out, and based on that you will have to develop your skill sets, right? Rajasri is asking me, sir, apart from my college SEM 7, I'm doing online internship on embedded system from 7 to 9 p.m. daily for 1 month. That is very good, and definitely that will be going to help you in future even, right? Good job. You should do those things. Padmavati, sir, DSP notes and circuit analysis notes. See, DSP and circuit analysis, that is not completed yet, but in future, definitely I'll be completing those courses, and along with that, notes will be available, right? Rajasri, sir, according to you, how much salary a fresher of EC student should expect in core companies? That depends on which company that is selecting you. Like as if Intel is selecting you if you are studying somewhere in NIT, or if you are studying somewhere in IIT, and if Intel is selecting you, they will be offering you minimum 12 lakh rupees package. But if you are there somewhere in tier 3 college, then in those college it is very difficult to get job, as very few companies are coming, right? So expectation, that depends on what we know, right? So expectations are like, see how many skills that we are having, and obviously what I want is like, see, you guys should be having higher expectations only, but along with higher expectations you should be expecting skill set from you. So first you should work out on how many skills that you should be having, right? And see, direct job, all those things are a bit difficult. So what I suggest my students is, you should be planning for uh, education where more opportunities are there. Like when it comes to Gujarat, right now I'm staying over here in Gujarat. So see, in Gujarat there are around more than 100 engineering colleges, right? And see, what I see is like, uh, very few colleges are having good opportunities in terms of placement and all those things. So just think in that way. So what they were been doing for their future. So for that, what I tell them is like, see, either you work for some skills, or you just prepare for good colleges where you can have better opportunities. Like in entire Gujarat, I can name only 5 to 6 colleges where good opportunities are there. Out of 100 college, only 5 to 6 colleges are there where people are having better opportunities. So for good placement, they will have to approach those colleges, or they will have to approach towards skill set which are highly essential for industries, right? That is how thought process should be there. I hope you might have got the point, right? Now Shankar is saying, hello sir, how to switch our domain work domain switching, that is very difficult thing, right? Like see, when it comes to me, even in my life I have faced those things. In 2011 I was been designing RF antennas right? All microwave circuits, all those things. After that, I have switched my domain towards VLSI, and then I have decided to have IT company. And in IT company also, so many projects that we have completed in my firm. And when I have seen those switching at that time, what I have observed is like, we should be having a broad mind thought process, right? And whatever is coming in front of you, you should be ready to tackle all those things. Like sometimes family issue may come, sometimes you may be running short of money, right? So those things are possible. And we will have to see our family even, right? So right now, if you are having job, for example, in embedded company, and if you want to switch towards VLSI, then before you switch towards VLSI, you will have to complete few things, which are having some foundation by which you can switch, right? Direct switching is not possible, even companies doesn't allow all those things. So gradual switching, that will be the better idea, right? That is what my suggestion for you, Shankar. Nature love, sir, I have completed BSc electronics. Should I go for MSc electronics? Yes, definitely you can go for MSc electronics. uh, if you think like you should be doing MSc electronics, definitely you should be doing this. And in MSc electronics, after MSc electronics also, there are few courses which is there with IITs and NITs. For that also, you should be open, and by which you can have better opportunities in terms of placement even, right? Debojit, sir, what is the job scope of electronics and instrumentation engineering after BTech, both hardware and software sector? See, electronics and instrumentation, that is more towards sensors and all those things, right? And see, my knowledge is not that broad about this direction, but few of my few of my colleagues, they are having electronics and instrumentation qualification. And almost all the successful people, those about which I'm having bit idea, they are probably right now working somewhere in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, and they are saying like here better chances are there, right? And they are working with hardware and software. In general, hardware learning is required, and in software in general, what I have observed is they are working with PLC, SCADA, as well as some embedded softwares, right? So in electronics and instrumentation, sensors and all those things are playing major part in hardware. And in software, uh, up to 2015, what I have seen was like major companies were working with PLC, SCADA, but nowadays they are shifting with industry 4.0. And in industry 4.0, nowadays they are working with internet of things, by which they want to control all those hardware. So that is what the current scenario which is there in electronics and instrumentation. So instrumentation plays essential role, but software is also very essential. So in software, as I have told you, in industry 4.0, IoT plays essential role. I hope you got the point. After complete BTech in EIE in tier 3 college, so that is what I have told you, like what can you do, right? Okay, Rajasri sir, I am really confused that should I go for MBA, MTech or decent job, as I live in Ahmedabad and Mumbai. See, this is what you will have to decide. The reason is, it is not like MBA is good or MTech is good. That depends on what skills that you are having, and based on your skills only, you can decide like uh, whether to go for MTech or MBA, right? See, if you are having good management skills, and if you think like you can have small business, then you can go for MBA. But if you think like you will be doing something in terms of job, and you are having some goals regarding some placements, like in Ahmedabad, varieties of jobs are available in VLSI, in embedded, right? So based on that, you should take decision. Yash Verma, sir, love you, sir, for the work you did. Thank you, Yash. Same here from my side. Sir, did you have any idea about ECU, ECM tuning in automobile industries? No, dear, I don't have that much idea about this ECU and ECM tuning. See, in automobile industry, I2C protocol that is playing essential role as per communication part. But there are many other things which is happening, and for that one should go in bit more detail. Directly, I cannot give you anything in terms of guidelines right now regarding automobile industry, right? The reason is there are many things, and ECU, ECM, through which I have never gone through till today, so I cannot give you guidelines regarding same. I hope you got the point, right? Please please write down your queries over here. Yeah. So I think now I'm not observing any queries from students. Okay. Naushar Ahmed just watched a video of you on linear block code. I'm a master student in Germany and it's really helpful. Thanks for a great work. Uh, you're welcome, dear. And probably there are many courses, around 35 engineering courses that I have placed on my YouTube channel. And definitely, if you have any query, definitely those courses will be going to help you, right? You're welcome, dear. Santosh is asking something. Sir, RRB JEE notification will be coming. Please start doing videos on RRB JEE EC syllabus. See, I am preparing courses, complete courses. So it is not only about RRB JEE. It will be completing everything regarding university as well as competitive examination. See, in RRB JEE, difficulty level of questions that will be lower than GATE examination, right? And as if you think like RRB JEE examination is different compared to other competitive examination, then you are having misconception. Why? The reason is, see, difficulty level is low means it doesn't mean like you are allowed to skip few fundamentals, right? Only thing that matters is when difficulty level is low, at that time there will be more questions, and you will have to think in this way. Like, see, there are 100 people, so as if difficulty level is low, then obviously number of marks with all the 100 people that will increase. But here things are relative. Relative means out of 100 you need to gain more, then only your chances of selection will increase, right? So RRB JEE preparation is not about something other that you are studying. Like, for example, if you talk about communication engineering, right? So communication engineering fundamentals will remain same. If you don't know the fundamentals, sometimes easier question that even you cannot reply, right? So that is how things are there. So I think you should study with respect to fundamental, rather you select name of competitive examination. See, when you prepare for ISRO examination, at that time it is not like selected questions will be there for ISRO examination. Obviously difficulty level that is bit lower compared to GATE, but ISRO examination is also having some difficulty level. So at that time you will have to think in this way, like, if I'm having proper fundamentals from basics with subjects, then definitely you can prepare, and based on that you can have betterment in terms of understanding of courses, and then you can have good ranks even in competitive examination, right? So that is how thought process should be there. I hope you got the point. Yes, Verma, I have been working hard with the help of your videos. Fortunately, have 9.02 CGPA and want to get successful and match my shoulder with you and make you feel proud. Definitely, I'll feel proud if you do good in your future, right? And my wishes are always there with you. God bless you, Yash. Sid, that is like Arduino inside car, called engine control unit, control all sensors in car. But see, to control all sensors, there has to have communication. To control units, there has to have communication. So that communication protocol that matters, right? So I hope you got the point. Like, see, Arduino that is there with you. For example, not Arduino, any controller. So when it comes to controller, see, controller in controller you will be doing programming, and that controller is connected with varieties of sensors, right? But sensors will work only if signaling is happening in between controller and sensor. So how that communication happens, that will define how controlling will happens, right? So first you will have to understand in automobile which communication protocol that people uses, right? Probably I think two twisted pair wire that is been there by which communication happens, right? I have made some videos on communication protocols even. Kindly go through it, definitely that will guides you regarding same, right? Please write down comments over here so that I can get to know like whether any queries are there or not. So I'm just waiting for the questions from student side, and if questions are not coming, then I'll consider like, okay, now we are having fruitful communication, right? So I think now you guys are not having any questions. So see, let me tell you few things which will be definitely going to helps you regarding uh, which will be helping you regarding how you can have betterment in your life as being an engineer. See, engineering life that is bit different compared to other people. Now you might be thinking like how it differs. See, in engineering, what happens, like things are getting modified daily. Like if you talk about 2019s. So in 2019s, many IT companies were many IT companies were being launched by common people. Like anyone can initiate with IT company in 2090s. But right now, if you talk about people, those who have been initiating with IT company, then I'm telling you, like nobody is actually having guts right now to initiate with IT company. Why? Uh, the reason is previously people were been having more projects, but as many people are doing same work right now, that job opportunities, that revenue generation, that have decreased, right? So common thought process will not run over here. Like if everyone is thinking same thing, then do you think like everyone will get successful in their life? No, right? So here in engineering we need to be smart enough to understand what has to be done. Like as if I'm a student, if I'm studying somewhere in electronics and communication engineering, then first of all what I'll be thinking is like where I should get placed in future. Like what should be my job profile. That is the first thing that I'll be thinking about. Like let us assume I'm a student and I'm having a goal regarding Intel. So if I want to get job somewhere in Intel, then what I'll be thinking is like how to get job in Intel. So first I'll see how how many skill sets that is required, right? And based on that I'll decide like how I should be working with I should be working with my normal life. And I'll see like if my college is not providing job opportunities in Intel, then what I'll do is I'll see in India how many colleges are having job placement in Intel, and based on that I'll prepare for gate examination, and based on that I'll try to get admission somewhere in those colleges where I can have those job opportunities, right? And if you talk about direct job, then in direct job you'll have to see like how many companies are providing uh, how many companies are providing direct job first, and what are the skill set that is required in those companies, right? So that is how I'll try to develop my thought process. So this is how things are there in terms of what should be the thought process behind how one can have betterment in their life regarding engineering study. So probably I think now there are no more queries, right? So I think I should end up. And if any query is there, please post it over here so that I can reply back to you. Otherwise, I'm thinking like I should end up with this discussion. Sid, sir, my senior is embedded Linux driver developer. He makes driver of particular external hardware attached to PC or computer, and he is working in Qualcomm in Hyderabad. That is very good. And see, this is where many people are working, and they are having very good opportunities in industries, and they are having very good packages even, right? So this is very good. uh, See, this is what people should think about. As if, see, for example, if you are living somewhere in Hyderabad, then you should think about like, is it fine to be in Hyderabad, or you just want to go somewhere outside? If your goal is to stay in Hyderabad, and if you want to do job somewhere in same company, in that case you should even try to develop those skill set which is required to be in that company, right? Santosh, I have a BEL interview in Bangalore, sir. Any suggestions? Uh, See, when it comes to interview, first of all, one first suggestion, that is what, like, before that interview day, have a good sleep. You should be having proper mindset, be confident, and you should go. You should prepare some fundamentals first, right? And see, in fundamentals, I don't think like I should tell you few points. The reason is, it is not compulsory like all those same questions will come in interview. But all I can say is, questions will come based on electronics, basic electronics, analog electronics, digital electronics. See, higher chances are there based on those subjects, right? So you will have to start from basic electronics. After basic electronics, analog electronics. After analog electronics, digital electronics. See, these are the varieties of electronics questions that definitely will come in front of you when it comes to interview in BEL, right? And if you want to know more about what could be the plan, then I think you should search on Google, where you need to understand like how many products that is there with BEL. The reason is, see, the way company functions, the way question will come, right? So you'll have to understand like how that company is working first. Based on name itself, you can understand like your interview will be there based on electronics only, right? I hope you got the point. Now, any other thing that you guys wants to know from my side? Hello? Yeah. uh, so probably I think uh, now there are no more queries, right? Okay, Indra is asking something. I'm confused. Should I quit the job for study now, or continue my job for 2 3 years, then go for it? But right now I don't know what kind of job that you are doing, Indra. uh, Sir, any suggestion for bail exam for engineer trainee? See, I think these PSUs are recruiting based on gate exam only, right? So you are talking about bail examination, but before that, I think they will be directly recruiting based on gate examination. So just think about that scenario first. After that, you should think about bail exam. The reason is, uh, see, less chances are there based on their personal examination. The reason is, majority of people will get more recruitment that will be there based on gate examination only. And as if some vacancies are there in between, then only they will be recruiting based on bail, right? Santosh, currently I'm working in Capgemini, sir. Capgemini. Sir, I have dilemma that I got opportunity in BEL. Can I shift to hardware? That depends on your interest. The reason is, first you will have to see what is your interest, and once you understand your interest, see, the reason is, see, majority of times people takes decision based on exterior things, right? But what I consider is like, you need to understand like what is happening internally. like what is my passion, what what are the things which I like the most. And if you find some balance, then definitely you can take decision directly. The reason is, see, if you talk about me, then my uh, even I'm having some other work. I love to teach my students, right? Even by teaching, I'm not generating that amount, that revenue, but still, because of I enjoy all those things, I used to do those things. And as if you have such kind of emotions regarding hardware, then definitely you should select that. Probably in future you may have better success rate in that direction. The reason is, if you like few things, and if you do those things which you like the most, then definitely in that direction you will be gaining a lot, right? And uh, things will be interesting in front of you, as if you like the things, isn't it? So that is how one should select, and select the direction, and they can shift to the domain. The reason is, domain shifting itself is a big task. As if you shift your domain, then there are few challenges in terms of learning new things. See, learning new things, that is not that difficult at some age. Like if your age is somewhere around 50 year, then it will be a bit difficult for you to difficult for you it will be difficult for you to shift in that direction. But if you are young, in that case, probably you can give some more time. The reason is, you'll have to think about your family even, isn't it? So how we spend time at our family, how much time that we have to learn new things, that will define, like, how we can have shifting. Probably, I think you got the point, right? Saurav is asking one question. Sir, can a EIE student give EC or CAC gate examination? Yes, you can get. You can definitely, you can give examination of gate in other branch even, right? But when you give gate examination in other branch, at that time you'll have to prepare for that particular course. The reason is, in EIE, you won't study all the courses which are there in CAC or EC, right? So first of all, you'll have to start your preparation in that syllables. So you are allowed to give examination, there is no issue with that, right? But preparation is bit difficult. The reason is, if you are EIE student, then I think you can have some subjects which are having some match in ECE. But as if you want to shift towards CSE, then only one or two subjects that is common. Like in CSE, digital electronics and some mathematics chapters are common in EIE and CSE. Otherwise, everything is different in CSE. But when it comes to ECE, then in ECE, bit more courses will be there in terms of match in between EIE and ECE. Like, you will be having electromagnetics, you will be having basic electronics, that is referred as electronic device circuit, analog electronics, that you might have studied in your graduation even, right? So 4 or 5 subjects that is common in between ECE and EIE. So I think, based on how much efforts that you can give for particular education, right, you will have to take decision. But let me tell you one thing, till today in my life, I have seen only one student who has done this. And she was ECE student, and she have prepared for CSE gate examination, and she got the admission in IIT. Otherwise, many of the students have tried, but because of lack of understanding, it is bit difficult to prepare for those examination. I hope you got the point. So it is obviously possible to give examination, but whether you will be succeeding in that is bit challenging for you, right? Sir, what is the difference between CAC and EIE? EC, I told you, like, see, in ECE, communication subjects will be there. Communication subjects will be there, right, in ECE. And those communication subjects are not there in EIE. That is the major difference. While in EIE, instrumentation based subjects will be there. Those instrumentation based subjects, that is not available in ECE. Otherwise, electronics is common, right? So electronics part, regarding electronics part, there is not much difference. Not much differences are there, but when it comes to communication and instrumentation, then communication and instrumentation part, that differs a lot. And for that, you will have to see how syllables is there. Definitely syllables will tells you everything, right? My brother is getting admission in EIE in VGEC and ECE in other college. What should we go for? That depends on our interest, dear. It is not about ECE or EIE. If you have higher interest towards ECE, you should go for ECE. It is not like ECE branch is better compared to EIE. That is not the case. Do not take advice in that way. Only thing that you need to understand is in which branch you are interested, right? What is your passion? That you need to see first. Based on that, you should take decision. Otherwise, what will happen? Like after taking suggestion from somebody else, you will be going to blame them after completion of your graduation. So don't do that. Only thing that you need to do is you need to see, like, do you think like EC is better for you? And regarding EC, you can ask me question like how many things that is possible in EC, how many things that is possible in EI. Regarding that, I can give you guidelines, but I cannot give you guidelines regarding whether to select this or that. The reason is both are engineering branches, so we cannot take decision based on name itself, right? Sir, can I ask one question? Who created electricity? Because scientist tells us that if electricity is a creation, then someone is a creator, but I am not. Yes, you are not. Yes, you are not. You have not created electricity, but definitely electricity is there inside you. You have not created electricity, but electricity is there inside you. See, electricity means what? It is flow of current, right? It is flow of current. And what is current? Current is a combination of electrons and holes movements. And in layman's language, you can say it is a flow of heat. So there are varieties of definition. So nobody has created anything. Everything is available. We are just learning all those things, right? Indra, I'm 26, completed my master in 2020 in electronics, VLSI. Very good in VLSI, you have completed that. Currently working as application engineer, but I want to study more from abroad. You want to study more from abroad. I'm getting confused that should I quit the job now or carry it? See, if you study somewhere in abroad, then what will happen? Just think about this. What will happen? Is it like in abroad you will be studying better things? It is not. If you think like you should have bit more qualification, then you should go for study, right? And see, if you are having very good job, then you should think in that way, like you can think in that way, like you should be shifting your job from one company to other company, right? But if you think in that way, like I should be now I'm feeling bored in company, so I should be going in college, so that is a bit difficult to understand. So if you think like you should be having higher qualification, definitely you should go for further study. But if you think like I'm getting I'm not enjoying my jobs currently in VLSI, then you should think like, okay, you should be going for some other qualification, right? But other qualification doesn't mean like that qualification will helps you. The reason is, see, industry, I think you might be having issue in terms of environment in the company where you are working right now. So try to select a company where better environment is there. Otherwise, see, if somebody is working in company and if company is related VLSI, and if you like the VLSI, then I don't think like you will be having any issues regarding that, right? Saurav, sir, in ISRO and DRDO, many government agencies, they are asking EC student but not EI student. Can a EI student apply for them because electronics is common in both? No. See, it is not the case. When it comes to ISRO examination, at that time they will be mentioning all everything in great detail regarding what should be the qualification, right? If they are writing ECE and electronics and telecommunication, then those two branches are only allowed. It is not like electronics is common, so both can apply. It is not the case. So they will be mentioning everything, like how many computer science people are required, how many ECE people are required. Based on that only you are allowed to give examination. It is not about electronics is common, so you are allowed to do this. But yes, if you are EIE student and if you want to give GATE examination of other branch, then you are allowed to do. I hope you got the point. Indra, carry it for few years, then go for the study. Carry it for few years, then go for the study. I'm not getting the point. If you see right now, you are, I as per my understanding, you are saying like in 2020 you have completed uh, your masters, right, in VLSI, and after that right now you are doing job. So since last 3 years you are working with some company, right? So as if you are working with some companies, then you will have to think in that way, like, am I getting better environment over here? See, that might, that may be creating some mood swing in your brain. Otherwise it is not like after studying somewhere in abroad you will be getting better opportunities. Just think about a scenario in which you can have better company, right? So you can shift your job in some other company. And even as if you think in other way, like you wanted to have qualification somewhere in MIT or something like that, then definitely you should go for it. But if you are not enjoying your job and that's why you want to go for study, then I think you should select a scenario in which you can have shifting of company. But if your goal is to get qualification somewhere in some college which are there somewhere in US or in Canada, then I think that depends on what scenario that you prefer, right? Sir, did you have any plan to upload aptitude course on your channel? No, right now I don't have any plan to upload aptitude course on my channel. No, I don't have any plan, Sid. So I think now there are no more questions from student side. So here I'm going to wind up my live stream. Okay, one question is there. So what about students who are going, who are only getting electronics degree, like students who study in MSU, VM, they only get BE electronics degree. Are they allowed to apply for ISRO and DRDO EC? That is what I'm saying. Like, see, when it comes to examination in ISRO notification, they will mention which qualifications are allowed over here, right? They will definitely going to mention those things. The reason is when they set the question paper, at that time they set the question paper based on which stream are allowed. They are not setting question paper directly like, okay, everyone is allowed like this, right? When it comes to GATE examination, at that time you are allowed to give examination in CSE one, right? But ISRO and DRDO examination is there regarding job, and GATE examination, that is there regarding admission. So Indian government says you can take admission in any branch, but ISRO says if you have skill set regarding particular course, then only you are allowed to take job over here. So just think about a scenario where you are preparing for job and where you are preparing for uh, competitive examination. See, this is how things are there. I hope you have understood this, right? So now, is there any questions? So I think now from my side, I would like to share few things, right? Uh, See, one thing that I want to say is, see, you people are learning from this platform Engineering Funda. So if you think like this platform is helping you, then please do share this platform with your friends. And one more thing that I would like to share in front of you. See, I have made one Android application in which paid courses are there, and those paid courses will definitely going to help you to prepare for competitive examination as well as for university examination, right? And many features are provided in that application where you will be, loving the learning of engineering, right? And I'm giving my level best to give as much as possible. And see, my courses will be available for you with lower price than the book. Like if you purchase a book, it will cost around 300 rupees, but I'll be giving you services with lower than the cost of book, like with 99 rupees or 199 rupees. Courses will be there in front of you where high quality content will be there. And along with content, video learning will be there, along with that examination portal will be there, along with that assignment, along with solution will be there, along with that experiments will be there, right? And also you can have your feedback to me. So that is how I have planned future for you guys. I hope you have I hope you have uh, enjoyed this live session. Still, if anything that you would like to share, then definitely please give your feedback in comment section. I used to read comments of my students, and please don't be shy in writing comments, right? The reason is, see, if I make video, I don't think like whether my students will watch it or not. But what I consider is like, if you watch the video, please give your feedback in by writing comments when you study things from my platform, right? Kanaya is asking, is there in India any option to work with electronics application after doing diploma in electronics engineering? See, in India there are many options, but you'll have to see like which company is offering what. Like over here in Surat, some companies are giving job to diploma engineering student, right? But see, package size will not be that high as per the expectations. uh, Around 20,000 rupees per month to 25,000 rupees per month, that will be the probably highest salary that will be there with diploma holders, right? But if you want higher salary, higher package, then you will have to complete your graduation, right? And see, right now what is happening, like because of too much competition, graduation is also not sufficient enough. Post graduation is required, so you should be having specialization. And because of that, what happens, like students are struggling a lot. The reason is, as we are having too much population over here in India, job opportunities are not that much. But see, students can do only few things, like how they can develop their skill set. And to develop skill set, all you need to have is, you need to have some qualification. Like, as I have told you, after diploma, BTech is possible, after BTech, MTech is possible. But how you approach to your specialization, that matters a lot. And regarding selection of specialization, you just see this live stream again. The reason is, almost everything that I have discussed in this live stream regarding how one can have specialization even, right? So as I have told you, okay, as I have told you, like, uh, I'm providing courses over here. And see, on YouTube courses are free, but for premium services, I request all of you to go through my paid application, where you will be enjoying learning of engineering. And in that learning, definitely you will be getting so many features. Like, see, feature number 1, all the materials will be there. Feature number 2, you will be getting uh, examination, you will be getting assignment along with solution, right? And that will be at the price which is lower than the price of book. So that is how we have planned our premium courses on my Android application Engineering Funda. And still, if anything that you would like to share, feel free to ask questions by writing comments in any random video. You can ask questions, right? I used to read questions of my student, and as if it is possible to reply by comment, definitely I'll reply back to you. I hope you have got the point. Does fire BTech affect the career? Fire BTech will not affect the career, but after fire BTech, how many things that you know, that matters, right? It is not about 5 year BTech or 6 year BTech. I know many people got backlog and those things, but if you be regular in terms of learning things, then I have seen even backbenchers who have been having bright future in they are having bright future with their life, right? Like many of my colleagues are also having BTech with 6 years, 7 years, but still they are doing very good nowadays in industries. The reason is, they have struggled a lot. So how much struggle that you are having, that will define a path of your life, right? So it is not like fire BTech will hamper you. Only thing is, you are not allowed to go somewhere in ISRO. Those things will happen with you. The reason is, ISRO and those PSUs will not allowed. They will not allow you guys. But it doesn't mean like your life is not good, right? There are always options available with life. that depends like how we select our life, right? Chayana Das, current analysis in CMOS is important or not? Yes, it is very, very important. Current analysis in CMOS is very essential, right? MTech from IIT or engineering services? MTech from IIT, that is very good. If you are having MTech from IIT, that is good. Yes, there is no issue with that. There is integrated courses even, like 5-year MTech course is there, right? BTech along with MTech. Some courses are there as per MTech along with PhD. So that type of courses are also available in IIT and triple IT and NITs. So that depends on whether you are interested about those courses or not. So those are research based courses, right? And based on your interest only, you will have to decide like whether to go for research based course or not. I hope you got the point. So I think now I should end up with this live session, and it was nice to have an interaction with all of you guys, right? Sir, no, I have completed BTech. What should I do? That is, see, after BTech, all the discussion that I have done over here already, right? So you just see this live stream again, in which I have discussed about how many things are possible along with BTech. So everything that I have discussed already, all the gates, all the gates can be formed using CMOS. Yes, we can form the gates using CMOS. Yes, we can form the gates using CMOS. Yeah. So, okay, guys, thank you so much to be alive with me, and I hope based on your feedback in future I'll be taking one more live session, right? And hope that live session will give some understanding, and even I'm learning from you guys by taking suggestion and feedback. So what I request you is, please give your feedback in comment section with videos, right? And based on that, I got to know like how many things that I should be adding over here, so that my students will be having bright future. Thank you so much for being there with me over here in this live session.